Hello all. Today we are going to discuss a very important topic called indefinite integration. Of course, you people know it has three parts. One is indefinite integrals, then is definite integrals, then area and along with the differential equations. Okay. Now, today we are discussing only about indefinite integrals and indefinite integrals. We are using a lot of shortcuts, and you have to make a note on all these shortcuts, and you have to use that shortcuts during entrance examination. One small thing, please make sure that you are not using that shortcuts in your board examination. Okay, this is purely for entrance examinations. Okay, the first question is regarding integral mod x. Of course, you might have studied in depth about indefinite integrals, but most of the students might have not thought about the primitive of mod x or integral of mod x. Okay, so you have to remember 2 points there. Derivative of mod x, of course, it is asking like that. As I already discussed in the previous differentiation section, mod x is not differentiable. Why? Because it is not differentiable at x equal to 0. Similarly here, what is integral of mod x? Integral of mod x is the definition like that. It is going to be x mod x by 2. So please make a note on this one. Integral mod x is x mod x whole divided by 2, which is given by equation B. Next we are going to use a new identity. You know that e raised to m log x means e to the power log x to the power m. And you people know that e and log comes together, it gets cancelled and becomes x raised to m. So what happens here is that e to the power 3 log x will reduce us to x to the power 3. Already we have x to the power 4 is there. So together we are getting to x to the power 7 dx. What's integral of x to the power 7? You people know that it is x raised to 8 by 8 plus c, which is given by choice A. Okay. So when you are doing the integration problems, especially in entrance examination, there are a lot of shortcuts are there. Okay. Some we will discuss in this question paper. It's okay. I'm going to give you 2 shortcuts now before going to do this question. Suppose you have a function in the numerator, in the denominator, whose derivative is there in the numerator. Always remember, the answer is always log of denominator. Same thing, if the derivative is there in the numerator and if the function is inside the root, then it will be 2 root denominator. So first, please make a note on these 2 shortcuts. Always remember this one. Again, I will explain. If the derivative of the denominator is the numerator, the integrand is always log of denominator. If the function is like inside the root in the denominator, like f dash by root f, the answer is always equal to 2 root f. So here the question is very clear. So whenever you are having a rational expression, especially for Kerala entrance examination, the first thing to check is that whether the numerator is the derivative of denominator. There is no need for going for higher mathematical thoughts. So here you see x has the derivative 1, log x has the derivative 1 by sin x into cos x. So naturally numerator is the derivative of denominator. So if this is f dash. So we can apply this formula, log mod denominator, log mod x plus log sin x plus c. This shortcut we will use again. Okay, please make a note on this point. This question, lot of time it has been different entrance examination, even the board examination also. This question is very important. Same thing is there for root cot x, sin x, cos x also is there. Both the questions are very important. Very simple. We just divide by cos x and multiply by cos x, so it becomes integral root tan x by tan x, and cos square comes on the numerator, it becomes sec square x. Now remember, when you cancel this one, this will be sec square x by root tan x. Just now only I taught the shortcut. You remember the shortcut now? This is f dash and this is f. Then the integral will be 2 root f. So it will becomes 2 root tan x plus c. Next question is integral minus pi by 2 to pi by 2 sin raised to 5x. You studied that. For any problem where the upper and lower limits are minus and f over, you have to check whether it is even or odd. If it is an odd function, the integral will be 0, and if it is an even function will be twice 0 to a f of x dx. And you people know that sin raised to 5x is an odd function, so we can apply this property, so we can say that the answer is 0. Again, remember, this is a very easy question. 1 by ax plus b. Answer, when you integrate it, log mod ax plus b, and you have to divide after that with the coefficient of a. Same we are going to apply here. 1 by 3x minus 2, the answer will be log mod 3x minus 2, and then divide by the coefficient of x. So it will be 1 by 3 log mod 3x minus 2 plus c. This question is easy one. E raised to, this can be expressed as e raised to x by 1 plus e raised to x whole square. When you put e to the power x as t, then we have e raised to x dx equal to dt. The whole integrand reduces to 1 by 1 plus t square dt, which is going to be 1 by 1 plus t square. You people know it is tan inverse t. So tan inverse t plus c, or tan inverse e to the power x plus c, which is given by choice B. Now, question number 8th one, that is a very important one, that even that itself is a shortcut. So already I taught you 2 shortcuts. Now I am going to teach you another 2 shortcuts. Okay, remember these 2 shortcuts. 2 shortcuts are there on all entrance examination question paper. ഈ പ്രോപ്പർട്ടി ഉപയോഗിച്ചുള്ള ക്വസ്റ്റ്യൻ എപ്പോഴും ചോദിക്കാറുണ്ട്. ഈ ക്വസ്റ്റ്യൻ ബോർഡ് എക്സാമിനേക്കാൾ ഇമ്പോർട്ടൻ്റ് ഈ പ്രോപ്പർട്ടി എൻട്രൻസ് എക്സാമിനേഷനാണ്. ആ 2 പ്രോപ്പർട്ടി നോക്കൂ. ഫസ്റ്റ് പ്രോപ്പർട്ടി, when you have e to the power x there, and if you have fx plus f dash x, the result is always equal to e raised to x f of x plus c. This is a shortcut. This is a question, there is property that is there studying in your NCERT book also. Along with that, one more shortcut is that integral x f dash x plus f of x dx equal to x f of x plus c. Please make a note on these 2 shortcuts, which is very important for. Already I taught 2 shortcuts. These are the 2 very important shortcuts. So when you apply this question, when you take it sec x inside inside a bracket, you can know that sec x tan x is the derivative of sec x. So here f is sec x and f dash x is sec x tan x. When you apply this shortcut, it becomes e raised to x into fx plus c, or otherwise e raised to x into sec x plus c. This question, all the terms have that x square there in that expression. So what you have to do means, generally what students will do means, since both are quadratic equations, or even they can split it up into x minus 1 into x plus 1, they use different conventional strategies. What I suggest to you means, since all are in terms of x square, we just assume x square to be equal to t. Okay, so this becomes, it is not inside the integral, outside the expression you consider x square equal to t. So this becomes t plus 3 by t minus 1 into t plus 4. It's a very simple question. What you have to do means, you have to try with the partial fractions. It will be a by t minus 1 plus b by t minus 4, t plus 4, and then after that finding the value of a and b. When you integrate, you replace t by x square. So one becomes the value of a into 1 by x square minus 1. Other one the value of b into 1 by x square plus 4. This point you have to note. So when you do this one, we don't want the integrand of that. We just need to find out the value of a and b only. So which is given by choice B. Please make a note on this procedure. It will help you in board examination also. Okay. I am going to teach you one very important type which is not there in the syllabus, but we have to study separately. There are around 3-4 new things you have to study. Earlier it was there in the syllabus, now it is not there, but it's very important one. I am going to teach you the entire type question, okay, that one. Like how integrate your functions of the form 1 by a plus b sin x, comma 1 by a plus b cos x, comma 1 by a sin x plus b cos x, etc. In problems like this, there is a procedure there. Please make a note on this one. Remember, put tan x by 2 equal to t, so that dx equal to 2 dt by 1 plus t square, cos x equal to 1 minus t square by 1 plus t square, and sin x equal to 2t by 1 plus t square. Please make a note on this one. So this question entirely a new type where this is to be proceeded by this substitution. So what happens that instead of dx you have to put 2 dt by 1 plus t square. Instead of cos x you have to put 1 minus t square by 1 plus t square. Then it becomes something in the form of a quadratic 1 by x square plus a square form is the procedure you are getting. You can simply find out the value of a and b. Here the a is given to be by choice b. So please try this question, okay? Separate, it's very important one, okay? So cos, this is a typical entrance question. You need a little bit of experience for doing this type of questions. Listen here how to try this question. It's a very easy technique is there. So we have cos x plus x sin x by x into x plus cos x. Please note this step, okay? It's very important. Just add 1x and subtract 1x here, okay? Now what you have to do is take this as one entity and the other one as other entity. So how we have, what happens, you listen here. So it becomes x plus cos x by x into x plus cos x minus x into 1 minus sin x by x into x plus cos x. So this step is very important, okay? Now see how simple it is. It gets cancelled. Here this gets cancelled. So what they remain here is 1 by x, whose integral is log mod x, and here x plus cos x has the derivative 1 minus sin x. I taught you earlier, if the numerator is the derivative of denominator, the answer is log of denominator, log mod x plus cos x. This is the form log a minus log b. Log a minus log b is log a by b. That means log x by x plus cos x plus c, which is given by choice b. So next one, cos x minus cos 2x minus 1 is very simple one. Take a minus outside. It becomes 1 minus cos 2x by 1 plus cos 2x dx. You know what is 1 minus cos 2x is 2 sin square x. The other one is 2 cos square x dx. So this becomes minus integral tan square x dx. You people know that tan square x cannot be integrated directly. It should be expressed as a 1. We know that sec square x minus tan square x equal to 1. So tan square x will be equal to sec square x minus 1 dx. When you integrate, it will become minus of sec square x has the integral tan x minus x plus c. Open the bracket, you are getting x minus tan x plus c, which is given by choice C. This is a good question. Very simple one. E raised to minus x by 16 plus 9 into e raised to minus x whole square. Okay. Now put e raised to minus x as t. So you are getting minus e raised to minus x dx equal to dt. So this integral reduces to minus of dt by 16 plus 9t square. When you take a 9 outside, this is the form 1 by x square plus a square, which is going to be minus 1 by 12 tan inverse 3e raised to minus x plus 4. This question important both for board examination and entrance examination. Even you can frame questions like this when you understood the idea on how to solve this question. Okay, please listen here how to do this question. What you do means take x raised to 4 outside, okay? But when you take x raised to 4 outside, it comes along with the 3 by 4. So it becomes dx by, listen here, x square into, when you take x raised to 4, it becomes x cube only. So it becomes 1 plus 1 by x raised to 4 into 3 by 4. So it reduces to integral dx by x raised to 5 into 1 plus x raised to minus 4 whole raised to 3 by 4. Understood? Now what we have to do means put a 1 plus x raised to minus 4 equal to t. So you're getting minus 4 x to the power minus 5 dx equal to dt, or 1 by x to the power 5 dx equal to minus dt by 4. So it becomes minus 1 by 4 integral dt by t to the power 3 by 4. Rest you know how to do this question. Put t to the power 3 by 4 to the numerator and apply the formula of x raised to n. So it will be x raised to n plus 1 by x plus 1, n plus 1, which is given by choice C. If the antiderivative of this one, it's very simple, direct one. Put tan inverse x equal to t. So you are getting 1 by 1 plus x square dx equal to dt. So this becomes integral t cube dt, which is nothing but t raised to 4 by 4 plus c, which is equal to 1 by 4 tan inverse x whole raised to 4 plus c, 4 plus c. So comparing this one, the k will be given by 4, 1 by 4, the choice is B. Question number 16, 1 by x square plus 3x plus 2, you just make it into a perfect square, so it becomes 1 by integral 1 by x plus 1 whole square plus 1 dx equal to f of x plus c, which is given by 1 by x plus 1 plus, and this will become tan inverse x plus 1 equal to f of x plus c. Therefore f of x is given to be tan inverse x plus 1, which is given by choice C. Here also we can apply a shortcut, no need for go. Actually this can be solved by making into a partial fractions, we can solve like that, but there is a shortcut, better you study like that. Integral of 1 by x into x raised to n plus 1. The shortcut is 1 by n log mod x raised to n by x raised to n plus 1. A very important shortcut. So here n is 5. So the answer is 1 by 5 log mod x raised to 5 by 1 plus x raised to 5. 1 by 5 log mod x raised to 5 by 1 plus x raised to 5. Yeah, I hope you remember the fourth shortcut. This is x. Yeah, integral cos x is the derivative of sin x. X f dash plus f. You know the shortcut, x f of x plus c. So the answer is x sin x plus c, which is given by D. A very important shortcut to remember. Okay, here sin raised to 4x by cos raised to 8x. So this can be expressed as sin raised to 4x by cos raised to 4x into, you can remember remaining can be expressed as sec raised to 4x. Now this becomes tan raised to 4x into sec square x into sec square x dx. This sec square x can be treated as 1 plus tan square x. And now you put a tan x equal to t, so that sec square x dx equal to dt. So this becomes integral t raised to 4 into 1 plus t square. When you open it, t raised to 4, the integral t raised to 5 by 5, t raised to 6 has the integral t raised to 7 by 7 plus c. Now replace t by tan x. So the answer is going to be choice B. Now 2e whole raised to x, it is of the form a raised to x. What's integral of a to the power x? A to the power x by log a. Here also 2e raised to x as the integral 2e whole raised to x by log 2e plus c, that is 2e whole raised to x by log 2 plus log e. Log e is 1, so it will be 1 plus log 2 plus, which is given by choice D is the answer. In the earlier question we discussed, whenever minus a to a is coming, you have to check the function whether it is odd or even. Here cos x is an even function, log 1 plus x by 1 minus x is an odd function. You have to know a new identity. When even and odd multiplies together, it will be an odd function. So entire expression is an odd function. Odd function means minus a to a f of x dx equal to 0. Here the choice is going to be choice 0 by A. A is the choice. Now this question is important for board exam also. Sin raised to 6x can be treated as sin square x whole cube plus cos square x whole cube. Okay. This is the form a cube plus b cube. What is the formula of a cube plus b cube? A plus b into a square minus ab plus b square whole divided by sin square x cos square x. Now remember, we studied in earlier classes that sin square x plus cos square x is 1. It gets cancels. When you divide each one with the sin square x cos square x, you are getting tan square x minus 1 plus cot square x. You know that tan square x cannot be integrated directly. It should be treated as sec square x minus 1 plus cot square x can be expressed cosec square x minus 1. Now you see sec square x has the integral tan x, cosec square x has the integral minus cot x, minus 3 has the integral minus 3x plus c, which is given by choice C. So this can be expressed as sin raised to n by 3x by cos raised to n by 3x cos raised to 6 by 3x. So it reduces to sin tan raised to n by 3x sec square x dx വരും. ഇവിടെ ഷോർട്ട് കട്ട് വേണമെങ്കിൽ പറയാമേ. ഷോർട്ട് കട്ട് ഇതാണ്, അഞ്ചാമത്തെ ഷോർട്ട് കട്ട് നോട്ട് ചെയ്താണ്. ഇൻ്റഗ്രൽ എഫ് ഓഫ് എക്സ് ഹോൾ റൈസ് ടു എൻ ഇൻറ്റു എഫ് ഡാഷ് എക്സ് എന്ന് പറയുക ഷോർട്ട് കട്ട് എഫ് ഓഫ് എക്സ് റൈസ് ടു എൻ പ്ലസ് 1 ബൈ എൻ പ്ലസ് 1 പ്ലസ് 3. അപ്പോൾ ഇത് ഷോർട്ട് കട്ട് tan raised to n plus 3x is. So tan x has the derivative sec square x. But tan raised to n by 3. So the answer will be tan raised to n by 3 plus 1 x by n by 3 plus 1. When you take the LCM, it will becomes B, which is the correct answer. A good question. Next one. It's a lengthy question. Initially, when you are getting such a question in entrance exam, better don't try at the first stage. You can come back to this question later, but the same question you can expect for board examination also. But the first thing to be done is that replace tan by sin x by cos x and take the LCM. So when I do this one, it becomes sin x by cos x whole divided by, take the LCM, a cos square x plus b sin square x by cos square. It becomes a term here. So 1 cos gets cancels. When you multiply dividing by 2, you are getting 1 by 2 times 2 sin x cos x is sin 2x by a cos square x plus b sin square x dx. Now the point to be noted is that for both sin square x and cos square x, the derivative will be sin 2x. If it is your cos square x as a derivative minus sin 2x and sin square x as a derivative plus sin 2x. So what you have to do means you substitute a sin square x plus b cos square x equal to t. So the choice you are getting will be 1 by 2 times b minus a, which is the answer. You have to try this question, the remaining part. Hope you understood the initial part that I told. Okay. 25. Earlier we discussed the earlier question. They asked 2e whole raised to x. Here they asked separately what is the antiderivative of 2 raised to x e raised to x, which may be expressed as 2a raised to x. We already taught you. I already taught you how to integrate integral 2a whole raised to x, 2a whole raised to x by log 2ae. So which is going to be choice D is the answer. So this question is very important. 10 raised to minus x can be expressed. So please listen. 10 raised to x by 2 by 10 raised to minus x can be expressed 1 by 10 raised to x minus 10 raised to x. If you take the LCM and take a 10 raised to x to other side, you are getting, already you have that 10 raised to x by 2 is there. When you take the LCM, another 10 raised to x by 2 will be coming here, and denominator will be 1 minus 10 raised to x whole square. So this entire thing reduces to 10 raised to x by root of 1 minus 10 raised to x whole square. So what you have to do means put 10 raised to x equal to t, so that 10 raised to x log 10 dx equal to dt. So 10 raised to x dx is 1 by log 10 integral 1 by root of 1 minus t square dt. 1 by root of 1 minus t square is sine inverse t. T is nothing but 10 raised to x. So the answer is 1 by log 10 sine inverse 10 raised to x plus c is the answer. Next one. It's a very, actually when you see this question you feel that it is a very tough one, but there is a mathematical gimmick on that part. Listen here. This 2x square you need to split as x square plus a square, that's enough, by x square into x square plus a square by x square into x square plus a square. This type of tricky problems will be there in entrance examination. Now see how simple it is. 1 by x square plus, when you split it here x square, 1 by x square plus a square, here it will be 1 by x square. When you integrate, this will be 1 by a tan inverse x by a. When you integrate 1 by x square minus 1 by x, so k will be given to be minus 1, which is given by choice B is the answer. Integral 1 by f of x dx log f of x whole square plus k. There is a technique to do this, and just differentiate both sides. When you differentiate both sides, what happens here is that integral and differential get cancelled. What there remains will be only f of x. When you differentiate f of x, before that you can, if you want, you can write 2 log f of x, okay. When you differentiate it, 2 into 1 by f of x into f dash x. 1 by, so f of x gets cancelled. F dash x equal to 1 by 2. Naturally, f of x will be equal to x by 2 plus alpha is your constant, or alpha which is given by choice B is the answer. 28. Okay, come back. Integral 0 to 1 f square bracket greatest integer function. You please make a note one. 0, 1, 2. This should be split as 0 to 1 and 1 to 2. 0 to 1, we have the greatest integer value of this one is 0. This will be 0. 1 to 2, the greatest integer value is 1. So this becomes, this answer will be 0. So 1 has the integral x over the limit 1 to 2, which is equal to 2 minus 1, which is equal to 1, which is given by choice B. Earlier we used a shortcut for result. I taught you the result. What is e raised to m log x, which will be equal to e raised to log x raised to m, which is equal to x raised to m. Apply this property, you are getting x raised to 4, 5 minus x raised to 4 by x cube minus x square. When you take x raised to 4 outside, it will be x minus 1. When you take x square outside, it will be x minus 1. This all gets cancelled. What there remains is x square. X square as the integral x cube by 3, which is given by choice C. This question also, as I told you, we discussed one question. You remember 1 by a plus b cos x, where I taught you by putting tan x by 2 equal to t. Remember. Similarly, this is also a portion which is not included in your syllabus, but it's very important one. So I will teach you how to do this type of questions. Comes what you have to do means divide throughout by x square. So this becomes 1 plus 1 by x square by x square plus 1 by x square minus 1. So this can be expressed as 1 plus 1 by x square. This can be expressed as x minus 1 by x whole square minus 1. So it will be here minus 2, compensate that plus 2. So it becomes, so now this will be t, this will be dt. In entrance examination, don't write all these substitutions separately, okay. While you are doing it, so you have to take that as t and dt there itself. So it becomes dt by 1 plus t square. 1 by 1 plus t square means tan inverse t plus c. So tan inverse x minus 1 by x plus c, or tan inverse x square minus 1 whole divided by x plus c is the answer, which is given by choice B. Now this question, there's a procedure to do this, but I will teach a shortcut, okay. Don't share with anyone. Just keep as a secrecy. In problems of anything like that are coming, first term അതുപോലെ എടുത്ത് എഴുതണേ. 7 raised to 7 raised to 7 raised to x. ഇതിൽ എത്ര 7 ഉണ്ടെന്ന് നോക്കുക. log 7 എന്നിട്ട് എത്ര 7 ഉണ്ടോ whole raised to 3 എന്നിട്ടാൽ plus c is the answer. The answer is going to be x7 raised to 7 by log it base a is the answer. 7 raised to 7 raised to 7 raised to x by log 7 whole cube plus c is the answer. This is a simple trigonometric identity. E raised to log f of x, I taught it's already f of x. So here it will be sin x, here it will be cos x. So sin inverse x and cos inverse x. Sin inverse x plus cos inverse x is pi by 2. So the entire integrand get reduces to pi by 2. Pi by 2 as the integral, pi x by 2 by c, which is given by choice D is the answer. This question, at the very first sight itself, you can easily do this question. What's integral of e raised to x plus b is e raised to x plus b divided with the coefficient of a. So when you compare this one, k will be is given to be equal to 1 by a, which is given by choice D. Earlier we discussed two questions. Again the repetition of same question. Minus a to a comes. You have to check whether the function is even or odd. Here at the very first sight itself, we can understand that this is an odd function, gets 0. Odd function gets 0. What there minus c means. So this entire expression is depending upon c only, which is given by choice A. 0 to pi by 2 log sin x, that's a result to be remembered. With a lengthy procedure, better you remember that result, which is given to be minus pi by 2 log 2. Please make a note on this one, which is given by choice C is the answer. Same discussion, minus a to a is coming. Here it is minus 1 to 1. And unfortunately here, if it is an odd function, we can make it 0. But here mod x is an even function. So it can be expressed twice 0 to 1. 2 mod x minus mod x whole cube. Now listen here, in 0 to 1, that means it's a positive axis. Mod x and x are same, so it can be represented 2 into 0 to 1, 2x minus x cube dx. Plus you know how to do it, normal procedure, 2 into 2x means 2x square by 2 or x square minus x raised to 4 by 4 over the limit 0 to 1, or 2 into 1 minus 1 by 4, which is equal to 2 into 3 by 4, which is equal to 6 by 4. Otherwise 3 by 2 is the answer, which is given by choice C. Yeah, this is a trivial, normal definite integral question. You know how to do this one. First we keep it aside, then generate the second I and make a 2 and do like this. The point to be remembered is this, in all problems of the kind, the choice will be in the half of the upper limit. So here this is I, another I, you are making I, so then the right side becomes pi by 2, therefore I will be equal to pi by 4, which is given by choice D. Yes friends, I am giving you another shortcut. Already we discussed lot of shortcuts. Again another shortcut, remember e raised to f of x into f dash x dx. The answer shortcut will be e raised to f of x. Same here also, e raised to f of x into f of x, f dash x dx. So it will be e raised to f of x will be the answer over the limit 0 to pi by 2. It means e raised to sin pi by 2 minus e raised to sin 0. Sin pi by 2 is 1, c e minus 1, which is going to be choice D. The last question, this one, when you see it for the first time, you may get a little bit tense, but no, just analyze this question. This part is the reciprocal of this one. So this can be expressed as cot inverse of 5x by 2x square minus 1. So this becomes tan inverse x plus cot inverse x, which is equal to pi by 2. Pi by 2, so this answer will be pi by 2. Pi by 2 of the integral pi by 2x over the limit of minus 1 and 3, or pi by 2 into 3 minus 1 equal to 4 pi by 2 equal to 2 pi, which is going to be the choice D. So I think I had given you a lot of tips on how to approach the questions on definite integral and differential equations. More questions we will discuss in our crash course. There are a lot of shortcuts to discuss as far as calculus is concerned, especially integration and definite integral. We will see with more shortcuts later in the sessions. Okay, thank you.